too many fans are too used to mediocrity, bro.
To this day, I've watched anime to get some before.
I'm so serious, bro. Sanji has made me quit watching One Piece twice.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Life with Anime Podcast, where you come to be entertained, find some escape and relief, and where we talk about the impact the anime has on our lives. We are your host, Family Man Joe.
And Mr. Music Major. How y'all doing?
All right, today we have two special guests with us from the same podcast, so it's like 2 in 1. And they have a nice little extensive intro that I got to go through here. I'm gonna kind of like build my way up with this real quick. So they got a podcast themselves. I won't say the name of it, but they've been doing it from what I found 3 years now. This summer, June, I think will be 3 years, if I remember correctly. They got over 144 episodes right now. So by the time y'all see this, it'll probably be close to 150, depending on when we get this out. But today is March 27th, just for you guys know. They got 4.7 stars on Apple Podcasts, 4.9 stars on Spotify, 20K plus on IG, 99,000, close to 100K on TikTok. They got 4K plus members in their Discord, which is crazy. I think that's one of the best stats that I've seen. That's pretty awesome that you guys have that kind of community. Yeah, that's a dope community. And just recently, these fellas did 100K. Now 101 101K on YouTube. One of them is Big Mom's baby mama, Mr. Worldwide himself. The other one's a Blackbeard stan and a Krillin hater. We got the boys Larry and Seb from That One Piece Talk. What's up, fellas?
I'm not a Krillin hater. I don't hate Krillin.
Yo, it's pretty bad, bro.
I don't hate Krillin. I just know what he is.
Hey, yo, Seb, TikTok.
What does that mean?
TikTok has been going crazy on
We don't gotta
man.
get into that.
TikTok.
Thank you so much, bro. Thank you guys for the wonderful intro. Now it's like the way I did my intro for y'all, it fails in comparison.
Nah, you good,
like,
bro.
Nah.
Yeah,
bro. That was wonderful. Thank you.
He called you Big Mom's baby mama.
I know. not even baby father. Yeah,
No,
and I accept it.
Baby
Listen,
daddy.
bro. If I'm gonna submit to anybody, it's Big Mom. Am I right? You know what I'm saying?
That's you. That's
I'm
all
good,
you.
Hey,
bro.
man.
I'm just saying, Big Mom and her
that thing.
Hey.
Whoa. Not gonna lie, Big Mom in her heyday.
Hey, even today.
Hey, today. Till today.
To this day.
Still fighting to this day. To this day. To this day.
We really appreciate you guys hopping on. Appreciate you guys having us on your podcast as well. I know I've been on there twice now. It's been dope. P, obviously, the one time. Really appreciate you guys. Definitely want to get you guys on here and give the people a little bit of background and more info on who you guys are and what you do. Because I'm kind of new. I feel like I'm new to finding out more about you guys. And I feel like I've been around for a little bit. So definitely want to get you guys a story and just more about you guys in general. So appreciate your time, man.
Absolutely.
No, thank you.
And before we get started, man, yo, plug the socials. Let everybody know how they can reach you, how they can find you.
Add to that 100K.
You can find us at Life with Anime Podcast, all social networks. And we're That One Piece Talk. You can find us wherever you type that in, and we'll be there. But you can always find us right here. So thank you.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll just jump right in real quick. Obviously, y'all are big on One Piece, but we're going to kind of do a little bit of – we're going to talk about One Piece, but get away from One Piece a little bit as well. So for each of you, just curious, like your anime origin story, basically. What got you into anime? Who got you into anime? What was the first anime you ever watched? And, like, what got you hooked to, like, you are an anime fan?
It's wild. I don't even know the answer to this question for you.
Really?
I don't.
Oh, this is great.
I genuinely don't. For me, I want to say Dragon Ball Z because that's like the core memory. Like I remember watching that growing up with my brothers and stuff. It was just super fire. Like nothing was like that to me at that time. But I don't think it's the first anime I ever watched. I don't know exactly what the first anime I ever watched. It might have been Pokemon or something.
Yeah. Okay.
But the first one that gravitated to me was definitely Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball.
Okay.
Kid Goku, like going through the stuff, it was so dope. And like, for me, I have a lot of brothers. So like I have 7 older brothers, and like the ones that are just above me, they're the ones that put me onto anime for real. So we used to watch like Rurouni Kenshin and Inuyasha and Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yeah.
Like at night, and like we had this weird thing because we would gravitate to one character, like, oh, that's me. And like we would watch Yu Yu Hakusho. This is my first real core memory of anime and what drew me. We would watch Yu Yu Hakusho, and my brother Charles was like, all right, I'm Yusuke. And my brother Lawrence was like, all right, I'm Hiei. And my brother Lionel didn't want to be Kurama because he thought he was a girl. And I was like, this is BS, man. I don't want to be Kurama. Kurama ended up being the dopest one to me. So I was super high out. And by the end, he was Kuwabara and I was Kurama. And it was like, he was sick because I was Kurama.
That's dope, bro. That's hilarious.
But,
What's up, man?
Yeah, man. What about you?
I first saw anime with Sailor Moon when it used to come on in the mornings right before school.
Okay.
And I didn't know what it was. I wasn't really into it, but I knew that was like anime when I started to grow up and notice what anime was. And I was like, oh yeah, that's probably the first one I've ever seen. And then after that, when I grew a little older, I'd probably say it was Dragon Ball Z. I started watching Dragon Ball Z when Kid Buu showed up.
Okay.
Wow.
Like that was the first time I ever seen Dragon Ball. Kid Buu was out here blowing up planets on wind, bro. I was like, yo, who is this thug?
Straight menace.
I was like, who is this thug?
Menace, bro.
And I was hooked, and I was drawing Dragon Ball Z pictures all the time, and like going on computer and learning, seeing what I thought Super Saiyan 5 was. My mom ended up buying me like
Oh my God.
Super Saiyan 5 with the
With the
white
white
hair.
hair.
Yeah.
He had like the tribal markings. That was dope. And then I just remember like going on Cartoon Network, coming home after school.
Yes.
And Goku was going Super Saiyan 3. And then at night, you know, they would have Adult Swim. And then that's when like the Inuyashas would come out, the Yu Yu Hakushos, the Rurouni Ken. Like, I started to recognize like, oh, I'm a huge fan. And I was like knee deep in Inuyasha. And you never had the access when we were younger, right? To be like, yeah, we just gonna watch all these episodes.
Yeah.
Yo, every episode that ever came out from those animes meant so much more.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, I remember watching Gohan, like, blitzing Frieza in his second form on Namek. And he just started wilding. And his energy started turning red. And, like, Vegeta was just looking at him like, yo, he going crazy. Meanwhile, he's freaked out because Frieza's so strong. And he's, like, putting the work on Frieza. And I'm just sitting there and I'm like, yo, this episode is incredible.
Yeah.
And I don't get that feeling now watching current anime like I used to, because those episodes used to be so not accessible like they are now, which made me feel like, oh man, this is even greater than I think it was back then. So I would say that. And then I linked up with these guys when I was like 12, and Sebastian was like what, 9?
I didn't know it was that.
9,
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Yeah, we met. So I was friends with their eldest brother, not their eldest brother, but their older brother, Charles, and he brought me over to their house. We went into the basement. LimeWire was like in full effect, where everybody used to download episodes.
Yes.
And
among other things.
Music. We just talking music. Just regular old music. Yeah.
And, man, Lil Wayne used to drop. You know,
the droughts. And then we, I remember we used to drink raspberry powdered iced tea.
Bro.
We used to sit on the couch in the basement. We used to sit around the computer, and Charles would download Yu Yu Hakusho, and we were watching like the tournament with Yami.
Yup.
And what was the other
not to
Demon King's name?
Ryzen?
Not Ryzen,
not him.
the chick.
I forgot her name. Man.
I forgot her name. But anyway, we used to just download the episodes and just watch them all together. So that was like when I fully got hooked into anime, is when I was watching Yu Yu Hakusho with these guys in the basement.
Yeah, man.
That's like one of my best memories because it was so cool.
That was like the AMV era.
Yeah.
Where they were putting Linkin Park
on
everything. And you would just be like, dang.
This is tight.
Go crazy.
Yo, did not know y'all have known each other that long.
Right,
That's
long.
crazy. Me and P
it's
has been like
time.
what? How many years has it been, P?
Maybe
Like
6.
Maybe 6.
Maybe 6.
Yeah.
Dang.
Because
But
Joe
the thing was,
Joe
I
was
wasn't
big time.
friends with Sebastian though.
You always point this out.
I wasn't
bro.
friends with Sebastian.
You always point this out.
Yo, he was the worst, bro. He never had anything nice to say. He wasn't cool. He
That sound
wasn't
about right.
funny.
That sounds about right.
He had no swag. He had nothing to him, bro. Except, why is he here, bro?
It's not, I'm the same. Yo, they argue with me about this on the pod. The last pod we was on. I'm the same dude.
Nah, bro.
Y'all just now understand the humor.
Bro,
that's all it is.
Bro, he was like Squirtle,
Oh my
and now
God.
he's like Bulbasaur, bro. I mean, not Bulbasaur, Blastoise.
Blastoise?
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Yeah, like he evolved.
I
bro.
did not evolve.
For the better.
That's funny, bro.
Yeah, bro. He was terrible, bro.
I would have never guessed that y'all like have known each other for that long.
I mean,
remember when
it makes sense, but yeah.
No, absolutely. Y'all's chemistry is like 100. Like you can see that's the case. I remember when Joe followed me and I was like, yo, verified check? Like NFL?
Chill out, bro. Chill out, bro.
What the hell is going on here?
Chill out.
And like the rest is history.
Yeah.
But also, let that be a lesson to you people. Anime was not accessible. Like y'all should be happy.
It
That
sure
y'all
was.
It was
are
not.
able to get all of this. Y'all were able to skip episodes. Y'all were able to skip filler. That was not the case for us. We had to sit through all of that good stuff. Y'all got made.
And hope you didn't miss an episode that week. Like,
Bruh. And
Yeah.
I was telling you, Joe, even when we was doing the episode about Toriyama, like we used to rush off the bus to make sure we did not
Yes,
miss
bro.
the episode.
Yes.
And that was when the Namek arc was on, and we was like on the bus, like, hey yo, bruh, like, are we gonna make it in time? Are we gonna make it in time? We used to like ride our bus to the bus stop, leave our bikes at the bus stop so that when we came home, our
We had
bikes
the
would be
bikes.
back there and we could like jet back to my grandma's house as fast as possible. So, hey yo, y'all got it made nowadays, man.
Yeah, man.
Really did.
Yeah.
And they don't know. I used to know the lineup, right? So Dragon Ball would come on, and then Dragon Ball Z would come on, and then like Hamtaro would come on.
Bro. No,
Yo,
Hamtaro's
it
crazy.
was so bizarre, right? 'Cause it's like why would they mix those together like that? Because it would be like Hamtaro for like an hour.
That's
And
crazy.
like I fell asleep one time, and Lawrence caught me watching Hamtaro, and he's never let me live it down, yo.
Hey,
Just now I was asleep.
I wish I knew that
I was
before.
asleep.
Hamtaro ain't bad though.
Hamtaro, bro. I remember Hamtaro.
It's not.
I
It's
had,
not.
I had the Game Boy game and everything, so I was a Hamtaro fan. But that's what's up, man. That's what's up. All right. Real quick, let's transition a little bit. Let's talk about kind of obviously the podcast and how you guys got to where you are now. Like I said, from what I said, correct me if I'm wrong, but again, you guys are coming up on 3 years here. And if I'm wrong, let me know. But also, like, what made you guys want to start the podcast? Like, so obviously now we know the friendship has been there for however long now. But what made you guys actually decide to pick up, obviously, One Piece and start a podcast specifically on One Piece? Yeah, just tell us about that journey a little bit.
You want to tell him?
It's your baby, bro. Go ahead.
So, so I ended up living with them when I was about 20, and I lived there for about 2 years. And the twins and Sebastian used to live up in the attic of their home, and I was pleasantly welcomed with warm arms.
That's not entirely true, but
But everybody
I was just saying, like, what?
Everybody but
nah, you
Seth.
lied. We had to sneak him in. My
Right.
parents was not cool. We were this dude staying with us.
Yo. Wait,
My
wait,
dad
hold
was
on,
like,
hold on.
"Yo, bro, Larry live here."
Yo, his dad for sure was like, yo, who is this person, bro? Like, he's always here every day. Like, he's been here for years. Like, why is he just always here now?
Yeah.
But then their mom was like kind enough to, let it slide.
He was welcome.
Yeah, I was
Eventually.
welcome. I was
Eventually.
welcome overall.
Eventually.
Yeah. And then as I was staying there like every day, Lawrence and Lionel were like into One Piece. Me and Sebastian got into One Piece because of them. And while we're there, it's kind of like they kept going into like shouting matches, and then they get really serious. It'd be like they were fighting, and then Sebastian and me caught up, and then we were like getting into the same conversations. So I'd be on the couch, these dudes would have a disagreement, and like they just start going off on each other. And Lawrence and Lionel are not like the conservative people that they are right now.
Yeah.
So they used to be a lot more aggressive, and they used to like go at it.
There's holes in them walls, yo.
Yeah.
Over anime.
Oh,
Yeah, bro.
Oh, that's
It used to
crazy.
get real crazy. And then I know that, like, even Sebastian, I used to think he had, like, something wrong with him because he would have, like, these emotional outbursts and he would, like, act upon it and just do something weird. And we would be like, yo, why did he do that, right? So him and Lawrence used to, like...
It was terrible.
They were, like, bro, they were so opposite of opinions of each other that, like, they'd get into almost, like, fighting. So me and Lionel would have to think, like, yo, if Lawrence starts swinging off, I'll grab Lawrence, you grab Lionel. I mean, you grab Seb.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting on the couch one day, and I'm thinking to myself, and I'm like, damn, maybe we should, like, show the world this, because in my mind, the things that they're saying and how they're saying it is different from anything I've ever seen. And I was like, I don't think they realize, like, how gifted they truly are. How entertaining this actually is.
Yeah.
So the idea was sat upon for probably another, I played 6-7 years.
Yeah.
And I sat on the idea, and then I, for some reason, was like, I think we should just do this. Like, I really, like, I've been thinking about it for years. Let's just do this. So
Yeah.
I ended up finding a studio.
Yeah, I think you had established a relationship with the studio through a different venture already. And
Yeah.
you were like, okay, so now that I have this relationship, that other idea that I had from way back, I could probably bring it back.
Yeah,
I think
that's
it was
what it was.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
And he just hit us up one day and was like, yo, if I booked out a time in a studio, would y'all be down to, like, talk about One Piece?
Yeah.
Like, every week? And I was like, yeah. And my first thought was, like, the twins aren't going to be down.
No, because they're never down for
They're
anything.
never down for anything. And then
Nothing.
they were both like,
They don't even like us, bro.
yo, but then they were both just like, yeah, we'd be down. And I was like, so Larry ran with it? Like, I bet, let's do it. Because once we had the twins locked in, it was like, bet.
Yeah.
So,
And just starting off, I look back at episodes and I'm like, damn, yo, this is bad. This is bad. We're doing an hour of entertainment and it's terrible. It's not structured at all.
it was fun.
It was really bad. And then what ended up happening was... What ended up happening? We basically went a year and, like, some change, I would say, where we only accumulated 5K subs. We were only doing live streams, videos. We didn't do live streams until we were 20 episodes in. We weren't taking phone calls until about 30 episodes in. And one day, I decided to take a even bigger investment into going into debt, get a computer, and I started editing like crazy. Yep. And then I started posting like crazy. And we went from 5K to a large number after that within a month. And it was literally last year of April. Mm-hmm. That's when we finally came from 5K subs to 20. And then now we're here. So
crazy.
It took a lot of work, bro.
Oh,
Yeah,
listen,
he ain't dive deep into how much work he did. But Joe, you know.
I get it. I get
he
it.
Did a lot. All of it. Him. I'm just a talent. Me and the twins just a talent, man. I'm serious.
That's
a lot of hard work.
Wow, it's legit the relationship of me and Joe. Seb, I am you.
Chill out.
Yeah. It was hard though. A lot of people don't realize like how you could be nobody, put a lot of work into it, and then they'll see your achievements.
Especially this day and age.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's I'm very good at seeing like things that people are good at and finding out what they're not good at. And once I figured that out, like I instilled it into us. And then once that happened, it was like, bam, like this is the formula. Like we're not the otakus anonymous. Like we're not people that are already self-made.
Yeah.
And combining our social networks and making like this granted podcast that's gonna flourish and take off. Like it was literally like we were people who literally had zero in every category, and I just put in the hard work, and we are where we are now. The Discord is probably one of the best resources too, because I tried to build it off love and like respect and admiration. We had to tone down even our behavior because the twins are Jehovah's Witnesses, right? So they can't curse. They can't like do certain things on camera, or they can't be a part of the show. So me and Sebastian being as uncontrollable as we can be,
two opposites.
yeah, we had to like take a step back, which ended up being better for conversation.
I think we found a happy medium with that.
Yeah.
But sometimes I do wonder like what the pod would sound like if like
No holds.
They weren't there.
or if it was just them from back then.
Yeah.
You know?
It'd definitely be more entertaining, for sure.
We probably would have fought already.
Yeah.
Me and Loris, you would have been to sit me and Loris next to each other, bro.
There was a point where Marv, when he was first recording us, Marv thought that we were going to fight eventually. He was like, yo, I always thought you guys were going to fight every episode.
Bro, that's hilarious. Y'all,
It was aggressive.
bro, y'all, like I said, y'all, the dynamic, the chemistry y'all got, like, it makes sense that you guys have known each other for this long. It definitely makes sense, and I love it. Absolutely love it.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's really what I like to like just tell people is like, yo, just keep working. Just keep working. Be in competition with yourself. You know, there was days where like I would sit behind that computer, bro, and I'm editing videos nonstop and planning like making the questions for the next episode and trying to come up with like theories and stuff like that to make it entertaining.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, I'm like, no matter what number you reach, what you really want to like accomplish yourself with is the people that you meet and the people that you inspire.
Yeah.
And I think that at the end of the day, no matter what number we ever reached, even if we were still like at 50K or 20K or even 5K, like at the end of the day, it's about the feeling that we got. Because I still think of it as like we're just still 4 dudes in the attic. It's just a couple people now watch us a little bit more.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's what I would tell people too. Like if you have an idea, just go with it, bro. I wish we did this 6 years ago.
Bruh.
Because I really do. Because if we did, I feel like we would have had so much better One Piece talks. Like we would have enjoyed chapters so much more.
Yeah, there's like chapters that I've probably loved that I didn't get a chance. Like I've always had the ability to engage with the twins and Larry about chapters, but not in the same way that we do now.
Yeah.
Not with the community around us.
Yeah.
Not with the Discord.
Yeah.
Like we could have did it a little differently back then. So
Would you guys ever go back and like reach some of those chapters that like y'all really wanted to talk about and bring those back to light?
It would have to be on some like, oh, I didn't see this the first time.
Okay.
Oda planned this hundreds of chapters ago.
Okay.
This makes this chapter so much more dope.
I think maybe on the, you know how they're doing the remake?
We'd have to do it on the anime.
Yeah.
If the anime dropped, like, okay, this is the chapters that this episode covered. Let's actually read it. And then, because I haven't reread all of One Piece, right? Like, I've watched it up until a point and then read from there. And I've read some arcs over.
Yeah, that's me.
But I haven't sat down and went, all right, chapter 1, read, like, the romance done. I haven't done that.
Yeah.
I'll do it when it's done.
Yeah, I think I'll do it when
But
it's done too.
I'm probably not doing that for another 7 years.
Like a lot of people don't even know that Jinbei was like mentioned
Yeah.
during Orange Village.
Yeah, he absolutely was.
Joe didn't know that. Look at
Hold
Joe.
on, no. Because I'm thinking back. No, because I'm thinking back. I mean, it makes sense that he would be
Arlong.
mentioned. Yeah,
I
that's
think
what I'm saying. It makes
Arlong
sense.
mentioned him.
They talked about that Arlong was like the underling or brother of a warlord. And that they had just dealt with a warlord in Mihawk. It's like, oh, there's another one of those dudes that's like here, and it's like, nah. But,
There's instances in the Baratier where Lunarian was also mentioned, and we get like King like, oh come on,
There's not enough. Yo, there's not enough evidence, bro. It was just like, yo, they were like, yo, there's some guy with red eyes, bro. Chill out. There could have been somebody tired, bro.
a Lunarian, Preston.
All right,
A Lunarian, my G.
I don't know Oda's mind. Like I just have to believe that man is. And again, I'm on my
Anything to
like
give Mihawk a feat, bro.
I'm on my
No,
third
no.
rewatch. So like I mean I get it.
Yeah,
I just
he
like-
3 times is ridiculous.
Yeah, and you know what it is too? I think because we remember such like tiny moments that like we mention chapters like during current chapters.
Yeah, you do.
So I'd be like thinking like, damn, we actually know this more than history, bro.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Scholars at this point. Loki. All of us.
No,
Especially Preston, apparently.
no. Let's not say all of us. Like
No, y'all
I
too.
watch you
Y'all
guys'
too.
videos for reference, like a lot. I will go back and watch y'all's videos like you got. First of all, you guys make fire content. The editing is absolutely like amazing, but you guys have really solid content to where it's not only factual, but it makes you think about like these mugs really might be on to something. I was not thinking about Dragon like that until like I saw Larry and Seb mention Dragon. I was like, this dude really don't be doing nothing. And we just be having him in high regards, but he really don't be doing nothing. Like you guys not only make great content, make great factual content, but it also gets the community to think on another level. So absolutely, man. Like you guys are killing.
I was gonna say too. I know we talked about obviously your journey. You mentioned the lives and the phone calls. Like, talk about that. Like, what made you want to do that? Like, what made you transition from just obviously doing like what we do, recording and then editing and posting, to doing lives and then obviously doing the phone calls with the community?
Marv, our producer, brought it up.
Right? Yeah.
Because I think he was trying to do it with his other podcast, but they weren't gaining like I would say traction at that point in their podcasting careers. So he suggested it to us around like episode 30, and I felt like we didn't have a big enough audience. We only had like 4K, 3K. So I was like, but our community has always been like very involved. Like, I said this on the last episode, but like even people that had like quadruple the amount of subs we had, our community was so much more active in chat.
Yes.
They were so much more involved in any other community that's always been out there. You know, like you'll have like the most successful content creators, but they'll have like 300K in like subs, but like only 800 people are joining their lives, and like maybe like 25, maybe 40 of them are actually talking.
Yeah.
Some of them are not even like super chatting. They're kind of just like sitting there, just enjoying a free show. But the thing was, it was always very important for us to involve the community as much as possible, and also just do something that nobody else is doing.
Right.
Yeah.
And the point is, right, like Larry says, we wanted people to have that same feel of just four dudes in an attic talking about an anime that they loved, right? Mm-hmm. So, like, engaging with other people allows us to do that. So phone calls allows us to do that. We did, like, a tournament series for a while. Shut up. That allowed us to do that on a power scaling level. And, like, our Discord has allowed us to do that, or at least create that kind of vibe or that feeling. Like, oh, I can just talk about whatever. Anything that I see in this Discord. And the Discord has been amazing. I think it funnels people to the channel even more now than ever. So,
and people were asking for the Discord. At first, I didn't even think about like doing the Discord. They were just like, yo, can you guys get a Discord going? And we were like, all right, we'll do it. And we didn't notice the potential or the involvement that people would like stay in tune to us. Yeah. And now they're like dedicated fans. So for me, it was like, I never see any of these big content creators have their fans call them up and ask them questions. Yeah. It's always like, yo, here's my thoughts. Just be entertained.
Yeah. And the other piece of that is, it's like, if you can't call in, you still have the Discord as a landing space for you to still ask us that question. We have a section in there that says, like, ask us anything or whatever. Yeah. And just in general, like, if you at me and I'm not busy, I'll respond. Like, I'm not.
That's good.
I won't.
Larry, don't. Larry, don't.
Don't respond to nothing.
But I've noticed a lot of our callers are heavy frequenters of the Discord as well.
Yeah. It sounds like that based on what I've heard from you guys. So it definitely sounds like you guys have a great community. So,
and this is the thing too. I started to realize that a lot of people who share our same interests as us four, they don't have somebody to talk to. That's probably like one of the biggest things that we hear consistently. It's like, yo, I don't have anybody to talk to about One Piece. Like, I don't have anybody to talk to about anything, about like anime wise. So we always offer them that opportunity to be like, hey, like, just call up, ask us if you want to talk, join in on a fun, or join that Discord, and then you'll be able to talk to people like us, but also like you.
Yeah.
Because there's other people that just want to talk, just to talk. Mm-hmm. And I think I think a lot of content creators, they'll have like their platforms grow so big that they become so like they're not attached to it anymore. Yeah. They let the mods run it. I still don't answer people that at me like that, but I will throw in like a couple things in Discord to get the Discord going. Yeah. That way they can enjoy themselves. Yeah. So I throw like the, like everybody always got something to say to me anyway. So it's like,
Always.
bro, I'm not gonna sit here and let you
Man.
slander me for 5 hours.
So how has anime in general, or maybe there was a specific anime, but how has that impacted your life? And second question, was there a moment in time to where anime got you through something or made you make a difficult decision or anything like that?
Outside of the podcast,
Right.
of creating the podcast. And it don't have to be like no major like life changing thing, but like, something motivational. Like obviously me being an athlete, like anime has helped me like push myself in the gym or yada yada whatever, like something like that. But or it can be monumental, whatever you like to share.
Damn, I feel like a fake anime fan. I have
Yo,
nothing,
facts.
bro.
I got nothing.
I've watched anime to get some before. Like that's about it, bro. Like
to get cheap.
yeah, I've started, yo, bro.
Expound, bro.
Wait.
Go ahead, let's
Yeah.
What?
let's
We
do
don't
it.
gotta get into specific animes, but you know what I mean.
Well, what
Oh, matter of
anime?
fact, yo, Preston.
Yo, let's go.
Romantic Killer's fire, bro.
Bruh. Oh, okay. So I get it. Not even gonna lie. I get where he's coming from. Because anyway, I think we need to go ahead to another conversation.
It wasn't an anime. It was for like first season. I think they had 2 seasons. But I read the manga and I felt like I needed to like make sure my mental health was okay.
Oh my god.
After that. And I felt like moving forward, maybe I should take care of my mental health.
You talking about Gantz?
It was Gantz.
I knew it, man. I knew it.
Gantz was crazy.
Yeah.
It was.
Gantz was crazy. A great anime, but very crazy. The read is
It's top 5, bro. It's top 5. Yeah, bro. It's top 5. It's terrible for your health, but it's top 5, bro.
I don't know if I can go
five.
top 5, but I love Gantz, bro.
I have not seen nor read Gantz, so I
Yo,
need
don't.
to.
Yeah.
Don't do.
Don't but do.
It's like one of the most disrespectful, most engaging,
Listen, man.
highly
There's
entertaining,
no plot armor, man.
mentally draining.
It's just a lot.
It's one of those
There
things where
is no
like you
plot
read it
armor. I mean, there is
and you
no
just read
plot.
it once. Just read it once and you're good.
All right.
But
I'll
you'll have
check it out.
fun.
I'll have to check it
Yeah.
out.
Some people like pick it up and read it and like we had people on Discord who never read
Yeah,
it.
dude,
read it
they would
within, like,
finish it in like a week or 2. And like I've never read that quickly for anything.
Oh,
But like they would be like, this was amazing. Like I can't believe that this existed and I didn't know about it. But like I always felt like those were the people who were more broken. mentally.
Yeah. Like you need to watch out for them.
Shout out to Stroud though.
Hey, yo, so Larry, you said that's top 5. I don't know if you can, but if that's top 5, what is your top 5 if Gantz is in your top 5?
I mean, Dragon Ball Z for
Okay.
sure would be number 1, even though I'm not bringing into the specifics of, story and all. I'm talking about greatness, right?
Yeah.
When we look at Michael Jackson, we don't be like, yo, he didn't write his own music. It's like, no, he's the best.
Yeah.
And we know, right? So I think about
Oh,
it
we
in that
know,
aspect.
but anyway, let's go.
Chill.
ahead.
Yeah, we do.
man.
I would say for me personally, damn, there's a couple. I would say Yu Yu Hakusho would be 2nd, One Piece would be 3rd, Gantz would be 5th, and then 4th would honestly is so interchangeable, bro. It could literally be anything. There's so many good ones. I forgot though.
My
Which one would be 4th.
top 5 changes by the season, but One Piece is always 1.
Okay.
2 is like Rurouni Kenshin maybe.
Okay.
Yu Yu Hakusho for 3. Death Note 4.
Yeah.
And if we're going straight anime, does Avatar: The Last Airbender count? No.
I mean, I would assume so. Yeah.
I love it.
I'll go
I've never
Avatar.
counted it personally.
You know what?
I,
Let me
I
switch
do
it
love
up.
it. I do love Avatar,
great.
but I've
I'm gonna
never
have to switch it
counted
up because Dragon Ball needs the nod, bro. It's like The Godfather, right?
Absolutely.
I gotta kick something out though. Get back to me. My bad.
I'm watching Dragon Ball now.
Get back to me.
Are you?
Yeah, I've never watched Dragon Ball ever.
Really? How do you feel about it?
It's kind of racist. Not only is it racist, it's very pedophile.
Oh man.
There
I will
was some
say
of
that.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
some
yeah.
that
There's
in
a
there.
lot of it.
There's a
actually.
lot of that
Yeah,
early.
there's a lot of it.
Early Dragon Ball is rough.
Yeah.
It's real rough.
So I started watching on YouTube. This guy like breaks down the chapters in color, and like he just talks what's happening during each manga panel and goes down, and he does it really quick, so I don't even have to read. I just gotta follow it. It looks like I'm watching TV, and after that, I was like, oh, I gotta start looking into watching this for real. So I'm having a good time actually. I thought I'm having a better time than I actually thought I was going to have.
Oh, that's good.
I
That's
will
good.
say that.
Another question. Favorite anime character. And yes, let's do One Piece favorite anime character and then another anime aside from One Piece.
So One Piece is always gonna be Ace and Enel for me. I got them both at number 1 for me.
Okay.
And then outside of One Piece, it's Garu from One Punch Man. I think he's the greatest character ever created.
Wow.
Oh man, One Piece favorite character. For the longest time, it was Sanji. I'm gonna go with Doflamingo overall.
Okay, that's
My
better.
guy.
All right,
I love Dofi.
I'll accept that.
I'm sorry, Joe. I'm a
accept
Sanji
that,
guy.
yeah.
I'm a Monster Trio guy in general.
Okay.
But I liked pre-skip
But I
Sanji.
mean-
He was
I mean-
the clutchest. He was clutch. He was wearing
Absolutely.
suits. He was trying to bag women, smoking cigarettes. I messed with the vibe.
I got
Post
listen.
skip, we ran into a rough patch. I'm not gonna lie, we did.
Was it
Bit of a
really
rough
that
patch
rough?
there.
It was that.
really that
anyway,
rough?
But the writing was still good to me.
It was-
I still enjoyed the
The
writing.
the writing is
Ryan
good.
was good.
He's a great. He's overall. I hate on Sanji, and y'all know I hate on
Oh,
Sanji.
Joe.
Overall,
Say
he's a good written character. A great written character. I still don't mess with him. Whole cake like solidified that 1,000%. Yeah.
Hey, man.
Yo, it was Fishman Island for me, dog. I stopped watching One Piece because of it.
Really?
It was
Yeah.
the
He took a break. I
nosebleed.
remember he took a break.
Oh.
I took a huge break
Yeah, he was like,
after
"Yo, I'm
Fishman
good."
Island. I told him, I was like, yo, I'm not watching this no more. bro.
Was it the nosebleeds that would like just like was it?
Yeah.
Like this man
Yeah.
almost died because
Yeah.
this is excessive, bro.
That was a weird plot device to
It
me.
was.
I didn't get it, but whatever.
I don't
You
know. Whole Cake made me like Sanji that much more.
Bro, I came back and I read up to Whole Cake, and then Whole Cake happened, and I quit again.
Thank you. Let's go. Thank
I'm so
you.
serious, bro. Sanji has made me quit watching One Piece twice.
Man,
Crazy. Thank you.
But you back.
But you back. But I'm glad I'm not alone. You know what I'm saying?
As far as outside of One Piece, there's so many characters I love, man.
Just
It's-
name one, bro.
It's hard, bro. It's hard. I'm gonna go Kenshin from Rurouni Kenshin.
Okay.
He was that dude.
Which Kenshin though?
The
Like,
young Kenshin.
like Batosai?
Both, but I thoroughly enjoyed Samurai X Kenshin.
Yeah, Batosai
It
Kenshin
was
was
dark.
man, bro.
That was dark.
Loved
And the thing is, I need to finish the second half. I started watching the first half and never finished it, but it was good so far from what I've seen.
Have you guys seen the live action movies?
yes.
No, I have not.
Yeah, yo.
And it
yo,
is my
yo.
top 5 live.
Yo,
action.
those live action movies are dope. as
Are they
shit,
really?
bro.
Good.
Yeah, they're
Why are
like
we
they're
not
like the
talking about
best.
this?
And it's crazy.
They're like the best anime adaptations.
And they never get
100.
talked about. Like
Why?
people are
This
like,
is
"Oh,
true.
One Piece did it. One Piece is like the
No.
best live." I'm like, "Yo, this exists.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
has existed
100.
for years."
It's
I
in
had
my
n-
top 5.
I had no clue.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
but-
don't they don't have all the movies. They have like 1 through 3, I believe. But the 4th one is like on Funimation because that has Shishio.
Yeah.
What is it? Yeah, that's his name, right?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that one yet because I don't got Funimation. I'm not paying for it.
Lionel got it.
But it's like, yo, those 1 through 3 movies, bro. I was like, why can't they make all anime adaptations like this? Because that's perfect.
Well, I'll say this: Kenshin is a little steeped in reality a little more. They're not shooting beams
That
at
is
people
true.
or,
That
or
is
stretching.
true. That is
they
true.
they swing
But
swords.
still.
But like, it's still well paced, well acted, well choreographed. It's so good, bro. It's so
Yeah.
good.
I have to check those out because no one talks about those like at all. So because even me,
Yo,
I'm like, yeah, One Piece has been the best one that I've seen so far.
Not
And
gonna,
now I didn't know.
not gonna lie,
You know what it
Joe.
is?
Shout out to Ashley.
Shout out to Ash.
Shout out to Ashley.
You know what it is too, and it's perfect we bring this subject up. Yo, too many fans are too used to mediocrity, bro. That's what it really is.
Oh,
bro.
that's good.
Like a lot of fans of anime and anime adaptations, they're so used to mediocrity within anime that when it transfers over to real life and they watch it, they go, yo, everything bad is still kind of good. And it displeases me so much because like we're hard One Piece fans And we've met Matt Owens, like the showrunner. We've met Emily, for the Nami chick, like one time. And like I told them, like, yo, y'all better do right because yo, there's no good track record of this going well. And I was like, yo, I'm not gonna rep y'all until like y'all do y'all thing. And then we watched it and we was like, yo, we don't even want to watch the first episode no more.
Hey, yo, Larry,
it took us forever to even finish it.
That is so savage, Larry, for you to say, hey, yo, I'm gonna let you
yo,
know.
I keep it a
I feel
buck.
like that's right up Larry's alley, though. Like I feel like that's
I'm
just.
gonna let you know now.
Yo, I kept it a buck, bro. I was like, yo, y'all need to do y'all thing, bro. Because he didn't even think like it was going to be that successful from what I remember. He was like, yo, like, it's going to be successful, but like how successful, we don't know.
Yeah.
See, I'm not like Larry. I'll hold my negative comments a little bit. Just a little bit.
Listen, bro.
I was a little disappointed. I was hopeful when I met them. They were very nice. They treated us very well.
Yeah, they were nice. They were nice people. They yelled at me, though.
They did yell. It was fun. It was a good time.
Yeah, it was a good time.
They didn't handle Baratie the way I would have liked it.
Yeah.
I'll say that. Everything else that I saw, I didn't have too much of a problem with. There was some funny stuff, but whatever. Baratie could have been. There's themes that need to be portrayed correctly.
Yeah.
There, that just weren't to me, and I'm like, these are entire character arcs and storylines that like make these characters, or some of them specifically, and for them not to be touched upon was like, where are we going?
Yeah.
And I feel like they be wasting their whole bag. Like, they did it with Yu Yu Hakusho as well. Like, they'll go through, like, mad arcs within the story just to fit it all into, like, 8 episodes.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
bro.
bruh, yo, literally, if you ever watched Yu Yu Hakusho, you know from when he, like, first passes away to the Dark Tournament arc. The Dark Tournament arc was the hardest thing you've ever seen in your life. Yo, they did from Yusuke becoming a spirit detective to the end of the Dark Tournament arc in 8 episodes.
Bro,
you're throwing
the heck out of it.
Yo, the bag is thrown away. You could have made a whole season 2.
You could have. The thing is, I don't think they thought they were going to get a season 2. That's my that was the grace I gave them. Like, y'all are just rushing it because you don't think you're going to be able to do anything else. So like I kind of was cool with it, but I completely understand. I felt the same way. Like I feel like we just rushed straight through it. Same thing with Avatar. I don't know if y'all watched the Avatar live action.
I haven't watched it yet.
I like it.
Bro, I can't stop. Bro, I tell you, literally, the entire time I'm yelling and cussing at the TV. Like, bro, what are we doing? Like you said with the characters, like how like they didn't flesh the characters out at all. Like, what made the characters and how we enjoyed them? They didn't do that.
So my issue with Avatar and just the creation of it is that there was just no need for it to me. Like, there was no need for a live action Avatar based off Aang. If you're gonna do live action Avatar, I said it all the time, go Game of Thrones route. Go during the 100-year time that Aang was gone. There was so much political intrigue, wars, spirit realm stuff you could have done, betrayals, just philosophical different. We had genocides. We had all types of stuff going on with extremely intriguing characters, and it's like you could have done Game of Thrones style Avatar with like elements and bending and martial arts. And they went not, because again, the people that enjoyed Avatar at that time, we're grown.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't need to see Aang trying to go penguin sledding, bro. I'm 30.
But I do.
You know what I'm saying? I don't need to see that.
I
seen it.
Yeah.
I think that's what sometimes we miss is that, for me, and what I think is that live adaptations aren't necessarily for the people who have watched the anime or watched the cartoon in the past.
But these
are for new. They have to be, and I think they appease us to some extent.
That's your base, Preston.
That's what I'm saying. Because if we don't watch it, you're not succeeding.
But if you want to bring new anime fans or you want to make new fans, you see that there were new fans. I found that people will watch One Piece now more than ever strictly because of the live adaptation. Did we like it as anime watchers? Absolutely not, because we know that there were things that were skipped. There were storylines that should have been highlighted a little bit more, but it made new fans. Yu Yu Hakusho, same ordeal. Yeah, they skipped a lot of things, but it made new fans. Again, I know people who said, okay, I have not watched Yu Yu Hakusho, but because of the live adaptation, like, I'm going to give that a shot.
Who you know, Preston?
I mean,
who you know that said that based off that Yu Yu Hakusho, man?
Do you really think Yu Yu Hakusho was that bad?
I didn't even watch it. But I don't know anybody that said that.
I think it would have been a 10 if they didn't rush through it. To be honest.
But like
I thought it
Joe
was
said,
that good.
like Joe said, I think that budget wise, I don't think that they thought that they would get a season 2. So I feel like, yeah, absolutely, it was rushed. They had to like try to fit everything, but I enjoyed the way that they tried to fit everything. Like I get it. A live adaptation is not going to tell the story the exact same as,
Why not,
as
though?
the anime. Because Joe, you just said yourself the
Why not?
budget. The budget.
I mean, okay, Yu
don't have the
Yu
budget.
Hakusho give you One Piece. I'm not giving you Avatar. I'm not giving you.
Joe,
Nah.
who is going to spit their money at a live adaptation when people already feel like that live adaptations are rough anyway? Nobody's just going to be willing to throw money. I don't care if you're One Piece. I don't care if you're Dragon Ball. We saw that Dragon Ball was the #1 anime
Okay,
for a
but they-
good minute.
Come
Oh
on
yeah,
now.
we saw
Come
that
on
Dragon
now.
Ball Z was the best anime for a good minute, and they put money towards a live adaptation, and we saw what happened. It sunk. Nobody is really
Okay,
wanting
was
to
that-
put money towards live adaptations like that. Like, bro, come on, man.
But they had the bag.
They had the
They was
bag.
getting like,
And
what
they
they get,
didn't
8 million?
use
It
it.
was something
They-
crazy.
I think they used it to the best of their ability. I think Baratier absolutely was skipped more than anything. Like I get it. Like they kind of sketched out on that. Understood. Also, I mean, I don't like the way they made the Arlong Park like that was a bunch of niggas. Like we was like there was, there was niggas in there. Like that was crazy to me. I'm like, hey, like okay, cool.
Listen, I ain't had no problem with none of that.
I
My
had no
issue
problem with
is
that at all.
my issue with
Yeah.
Baratier is things that just didn't need to be changed. Like, how are you gonna not have Sanji witness Zoro and Luffy's fight? Right? Like that like Luffy didn't even fight Don Krieg. That didn't even happen. The point
agree.
of Baratier was for Sanji to see two conquerors going after their dreams, putting their life on the line because they're not beholden to owing somebody. He didn't learn that lesson at all. He just he had a mini high school argument with his dad, and his dad said, I had to leave, and he said,
Get
fine
out.
then. That's not what I witnessed.
Exactly.
That's not why I like the character. There
Thank
was
you.
way more to that. And if you're not going to tell those stories that way, the way that they're supposed, and you didn't need to change anything for that. You literally didn't need to change anything. They went out of their way to change that, and that's it. The whole central focus of his character. How does anything that Sanji does going forward make sense?
It doesn't.
If he doesn't have this in his mind, in the back of his head, oh, I owed Zeph, and now I'm free to go after chasing my own dream for real.
So let
But-
me go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? I'm tripping. Like, I know I'm not tripping. I know what I read. I know what I watched. I know what I read. That's not what I read. That's not what I watched.
So first of all,
So-
the Don Krieg thing, like I don't think that there was enough budget to try to animate that. Do you see what they spent their budget on from like episodes 1 through 8? Like that budget was crazy. That CGI budget had to be absolutely crazy. So if they had to skip out on something, which I hated, like I'm going to skip out on Don Krieg. I am.
But it.
I know I
Seb
get it.
said everything, so I'm good.
And again, I just think that
Thank you, Joe.
See,
Joe, we locked in. We still agree on Sanji if you don't like him.
Every now
Even
and
if you don't like him, we still
Every
agree
now
on what
and
needs to
then.
happen.
I
just
get
want the
that it
story
needs
to
to
be told the way it's told. That's just all I want.
And I'm not disagreeing with that. I absolutely think that the story needs to be told the way it is. But again, there are a couple of things that are going against that. One is budget. Two, again, it brought a whole new watch to the anime community.
And I love it for that.
I give it that
So-
because even my wife was like, "I'm now interested." She don't watch anime, and
And
she definitely into One Piece. But now she's got a little bit. She's looking forward to the season 2 of the live action, and I'm like, when the remake comes out of One Piece, I'm gonna try to get her to watch that. So
So I will say this about the whole argument regarding live action bringing more of an audience in. Most people don't like watching cartoons. At the end of the day, this is just Japanese cartoons. No matter how much we want to signify it as anime, there's a stigma behind it, right?
Yeah.
Most people don't want to do that. They're just not into it. So they rather just watch live action. That's completely fine. I think the disconnect comes in when the person making the show believes that the content is not good enough in order for it to survive on its own legs. But
Right.
instead, they take the legs from under it and then use the body of it and just go, let's condense it to make it more entertaining. when they don't realize the content is already there. It's entertaining enough. If you can just within the story of One Piece, there's going to be mistakes within that. Oda has lived this story for more than 20 plus years. Whoever is making the show should have been following this more than 5 years, right? They should be scholars amongst other people. So when they make this show, they can be like, you know what? We don't even need
the live action.
We don't even need to get all the way. We don't even need to get past Arlong Park.
Oda had a direct hand. Oda had a direct hand in it, though.
Yo, realistically, too, we probably didn't even need to get past, like, we probably didn't even need to get Usopp just yet.
No,
like we literally couldn't.
No.
No. Hear me out. Because if we did things the way it should have been done, yo, the whole, what's this dude's name again with the arm cleaver?
Captain
Morgan. Yeah, we could have went through the Captain Morgan episode. Probably could have took an episode and a half, maybe an episode. Go to the next one. Like, just figure out the Buggy situation. Don't make them whack. Don't make them too corny. Figure it out, and then we'll sit on the Kuina background. Like, we can go through all that, but you don't have to rush it. That's the point. It's like, we'll get to it when we get to it. Then Baratier, we probably should have just ended on Baratier, bro.
Yo,
like, realistically speaking, because Baratier had enough meat in order for us to be like, yo, I can't wait for a season 2.
So I was fine with the pacing until we got to Baratier.
Yeah.
Because it was like, all right, like, if you want to do this episode is based off this villain, etc., cool. Baratier was like the focal point where we were transitioning to like, okay, this is real.
Yeah.
To almost everybody who's ever watched or read One Piece, it was like, okay, wait, hold on. That dude is seemingly one of the strongest people in the series. Zoro's freaking crying. He like all of that stuff happened. We had the first major backstory that we saw. Mm-hmm. All of that happens.
Yeah.
We didn't get what we were supposed to get from that.
Yeah.
And like we transitioned to Arlong Park. Cool. I'm not even gonna get into the Luffy hearing Nami's backstory because again, that's the point was he didn't need to hear it. You get what I'm saying? Like, you're taking the characters out of what they were. Like, when Luffy fought Buggy, right? And he freed those people. And he was like, I'm a different kind of pirate. Like, Luffy would never say that, bro. That's not Luffy. Luffy don't care.
That was the other thing.
He would never say that, bro. He's not on some crusade to make pirating cool, to make people respect pirates or like pirates. He doesn't care what you think about him, bro. He's doing whatever he feels like doing. I'm a different kind of pirate. I said it before on the podcast. That the version of Luffy I saw on that live action, he wouldn't even go save Ace because he would factor in freeing all those impel down people into his decision. And he'd be like, "Nah, I can't do that."
And there was the part of Luffy too, and doing Luffy live action. The one thing I will say with Luffy is, I feel like Luffy is hard to bring to flesh and blood because
it's almost impossible.
Exactly. So like, I wanted to give the acting like some grace with that, but it also was just really, really hard to because I feel like it like you said, that wasn't Luffy. Like there were aspects that like, okay, yeah, but there are a lot of times I'm like, that's not how this should go. This is not how Luffy would do that. And it was the live action was rough for me. I enjoyed it to a degree, but it was definitely rough for me.
I think that you're always gonna have people that watch the live action. For sure. I think that's the point. Yeah. It's like just because it's live action, people are gonna watch it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So you don't need to rush it. You just need to make sure that the story points that make One Piece special, or make Yu Yu Hakusho special, or Rurouni Kenshin, just hit the powerful points that everybody loves the show for.
Exactly.
Because regardless of the details of what we didn't like and what we did like, you're always gonna be like, yo, maybe if they just chilled out and just believed that this would succeed and get a season 2. We would have been in a better position for live action than we are right now. Because when people watch the live action for the first time, they're going to be like, damn, I'm interested probably in watching the anime now. And then they watch the anime and they go,
this ain't what I watched.
This ain't what I watched.
And it's the same reaction that we have in reverse.
But I don't think I think in that instance we're asking for too much. Again, I look at I think we're asking too much. If you're looking at like background situation and you're looking at contract stuff and you're looking at time stuff and saying that you have to get here in a specific amount of time. but
don't do it. If you can't do it right, then don't do it.
But if you're older and you want to reach the masses to say, yo, I want people to like check this out, then I I mean, I get it. I get both sides. I'm not just gonna sit here and lie. I get both sides. I do.
Yo, and the thing is
rough.
too, they be acting like, yo, the creators had say in on this. And I'd be like,
Oda
yo, sometimes...
specifically said he did, though.
He say that.
Yo, but they be like, yo, he's not involved. And I'd be like, yo, sometimes that's not a good thing, bro.
Yo,
Like, yo, don't
Oda
tell
be
me
capping.
that Oda's involved and then he got Garp being the main villain of the series.
Bro,
for the
thank
first.
you.
I'm like, bro, what are we talking about,
What
bro?
is that?
So that's what I'm talking about.
like
It's like, yo, get people who understand the content of any type of anime and be like, all right, let's believe that it'll last past 2 seasons, regardless if it just ends on season 1. And we'll give you everything that you desire within it to make you feel like, yo, this is amazing. We got the budget already.
Yo, and here's the thing. If you're going to take those liberties, like, you could just have Garp be a big reveal in season 2 and have Garp's character just be Bogart. Because we don't know nothing about Bogart. But if you want to have this, they're trying to tie in Luffy's grandfather into it with Kobe and everything, like, yo, you can just have that reveal later or later in the season. He doesn't need to be the one tracking Luffy down and doing all this stuff. Bogart knows who Luffy is based off his
100%.
relationship with Garp. You could have him play that role, and you're not taking a character that we know and love out of his element this early in the series. Like, what are we doing? That wasn't Garp.
That wasn't Garp,
I gotta stop.
So do you think
stop.
that?
But that wasn't Garp.
Do you think that Oda was pleased with the One Piece adaptation?
Yo, honestly,
Deep
I feel
down,
like
no.
he was like, yo, it's happening. I got to worry about the 20 pages I got to make to finish to 13.
Oda's a genius who loves his work. He's happy that it's being celebrated in any way. He knows what's good and he knows what's not. He knows when he saw them episodes, he was like, but he also a bag chaser. So
and I get it. Like I said, I get both ways. But also that means like every live adaptation, like again, because there are going to have to be like some cuts in what. Again, I am a Yu Yu Hakusho fanatic. Did they cut like every corner that they possibly could? 100%. Did I still enjoy the watch? Yes. And I guess that's what I'm saying is like, even with One Piece, did they like cut corners? Absolutely. Did it make sense for the live adaptation? Absolutely. Did it make sense as far as like anime to manga? Maybe not. Listen, if you're a new watcher and you're watching it for the very first time, this is going to make sense to you.
Yo, Preston, you gotta stop believing in mediocrity, bro.
Yo,
we gotta
it's
start
not
holding people accountable, dog.
It's not the media.
Because can I say? Let me say this.
Preston, you just said that it was a good watch and you were happy with it.
Preston, straight up, like Larry said earlier, if the content is good, its foundations are good. Just build on what exists.
That's what I'm
And
saying.
you don't have to do none of that.
You not think they build on what existed?
I think
that's what
One Piece. Let's take One Piece into consideration for a second. One Piece is gotten as big as it is because of what One Piece is, right? So just do that. Like especially if you want to get all the people that love One Piece, if you want them to continue to watch the live action, just make the live action just like the anime. Obviously, there's tweaks.
I'm
saying there's tweaks that you have to make, but they're saying you don't have to take the legs out under it. Also, as big as One Piece is, if you take your time and don't rush through stuff, you're going to get more seasons because there's so many of us. If you do it right, we're going to come back and watch the next seasons. You're going to make all the money that you need for the next couple seasons. It's going to happen. It's not like it's some random small little anime show over here that doesn't have this huge following. It's one of the biggest anime of all time. It's going to have a huge following. Even if 20% of the One Piece followers watch live action, you're good.
And that is the small and
but
that
saying,
is no.
More than
and
that
is
and
what no, but you said it. And that is what I hate is that you try to draw the people that watch it. What about the new people that want to get into
they're going to watch it if they're going to pick it up because they have no clue what One Piece is. Whether you leave it how it was or change it, they're still going to watch it.
So Preston, you'd rather reach the masses than make an actual great show.
But the masses are going to be there.
That's what you're saying.
You
would rather reach the masses than make a great show. That's what you're saying.
I just think that there is a lot more that goes into it than what we're saying. Like, again, I think there is budgeted issues. I think that there is time constraints. Like, I think that there.
Yo, Preston, what's easier?
I'll
bro?
let it rock. I'll let it rock.
Preston listen to Mad
no,
Pop,
hold
bro.
on. Preston,
I
what's
wish
easier?
I did, but I don't. I'm a jazz
Preston,
head.
what's easier, bro? Visiting 2 islands or 6? And building 6 sets. What's easier budget
I'm
wise?
saying, bro.
I mean,
Exactly.
Preston,
Exactly.
Preston,
Yeah. Oh, that's the budget, though.
Yeah, it's the budget,
It's the
bro.
budget,
It's the
though.
budget, though,
it
bro.
is I get both ways.
It's the budget.
I get both. I get
All
both.
right. Let's transition.
Preston, no, hold on. Preston, you gonna be happy? You gonna be happy if they get through Alabasta in 1 episode?
That's crazy.
First of all, we know that that's
That'd be
not
the worst.
happening, though. But we know that's
That's
not
not
happening. Like, let's be for real. Like, y'all, now you really trying, Larry. But we know.
Yo,
damn
Yo,
well that
okay.
ain't happening.
Preston, two episodes.
2 episodes,
Do
Preston.
y'all really? Y'all okay? Okay.
Yo, that's what I'm saying, bro.
Y'all really try? Like, really?
Yo, Preston, I
Y'all
just
are
seen
throwing the-
Preston. We seen Yu Yu Hakusho. They went through the dark tournament in 2 episodes.
They did not have the budget.
Yes, they. Okay.
Yo,
Yo,
Joe.
Yo, Preston
Listen,
not
bro.
getting it, bro.
Joe,
Bro,
transition us, bro.
listen.
Transition us, bro.
He's not getting it, bro.
It's over,
All right.
bro.
Did we really spend 30 minutes on it?
Bro, yeah, we've been on that for a minute, which is fine, completely fine. All right, Larry, this is probably mostly directed at you, and I know you didn't want to talk about it that much, but if you're up for it and willing to do so, man, would love for you to talk about just that, I guess, balance, the behind the scenes of the podcast, man, just like how the life of having to do all the editing, to manage the Discord and all. So obviously you got mods and stuff like that, and you got the rest of the guys. But knowing that you do all that stuff, setting it like this is your kind of your brain, your baby a little bit. Like talk about that life, having to manage all that, working. I'm assuming you have a job outside of the podcast, unless y'all just making buku bucks, which I need the secret then if that's the case. But working, doing the podcast, doing the editing, just living, obviously having a life away from the podcast as well. Just like talk about that balance, that struggle, the joys, the whatever, with all of that, man.
I had a pretty bad relationship before the podcast started taking off, and it took a toll, and I kind of drowned myself in work. And when I did that, I kind of was just in full-blown work mode. So I was editing all the time it was back in April. I was editing for a long time, and I stopped hanging out with this guy. I stopped hanging out with everybody. I kind of just went into isolation and just worked my butt off, just editing videos nonstop, building the Discord up as much as possible with like love and care, and making sure that the mods that we got was a unanimous vote instead of being me and Seb making the mods, because I feel like that was the best way, because sometimes we make mistakes, like we're human. So even now, we don't even get to choose our mods in our own Discord. And I just started to realize like, this is going to take more work than I realized. That's really it. I got to put in the hard work. And I had to start telling the producer, Marv, that we need to step up his game too. And I just kept trying to push the bar forward as much as possible that I can do. And then once I couldn't do it and I'd get burnt out, I'd take breaks. I'd like chill out. I'd probably go to the gym. I'd relax. And since I had no girl troubles, still don't have girl troubles because I've stayed away. Distractions. I just started to realize like what we were building was something special, because then we started getting messages from people about how much Mondays mean to them. And we started holding like the DDTs where Sebastian would do it, where we would do the power scaling and stuff, and that helped out a lot with like content creation on the channel. So it wasn't always just me, but as far as like the collabs, the thumbnails, the dealing with the negativity from people, because the more you're out there, the more people form opinions about you. And I would make sure that none of the negative comments ever came to them, because I felt like I could have just buried it on my shoulders. Like if Sebastian kind of saw like the comments one time, he'd say something, but like most times he don't really care about the comments. But it was a big thing for me to be like, all right, let me protect them, let me work, and let me just keep pushing us forward. So I would say most of my days just consumed behind the computer desk. So I managed my job. I managed going out with my family once a week, my dad, my mom, making sure I got my time in with them. And then I would come to the pod, timestamps on our podcast, the full video, to make sure that people could find it, uploading to Spotify, making sure that all that was good, uploading to TikTok, trying to get on certain programs to make sure we were accessible there, but then also finding out like different kind of strategies about each algorithm and how videos work according to how long we could keep the person like watching the video. I had to go into full-blown mode of like science of how that worked. Colors on thumbnails, what works the best, titles that work the best, just figuring out how to work this pizza the way I need it to work. That way we could all eat.
And Joe, Pete, just understand, anytime I tried to like, not so much help or just add to this, he would bring all of that thought process in mind into any idea that I tried to bring to him. So I'd be like, yo, I want to do this thing, right? And he'd be like, all right, well, it needs to be this long. You need to do this. You need to do this. The thumbnail needs to look like this. And I'm like, yo, hold on. Hold on. This is my idea. You making me not want to do my idea right now. Help me get the foundation, Preston, and we'll be good.
Yeah.
I get that. I do get that.
I get that as well.
But I actually went to go visit another podcast because we were going to leave this one. And the guy asked me that same question when I started to bring it all up. And I just told him, you just need to like, I would say you need to be good at like time management a little bit. And it helps greatly because I'm not married. I don't have kids. You got
80 plus kids. What you talking about, man?
But if I did, I could see how it could be way, way more harder because I would focus on my family. Like I wouldn't focus so much on these. But, these guys are my family, and I'm trying to make the world see them for who they truly are. So with me having that reason behind me and just knowing that they're parents who I love like my own, when they, when their dad watched the video downstairs that one time and he started just watching the video and he was just like so shocked at like the quality, the aspect, the way he used to tell these same kids, yo, stop making all that noise.
Shut up down there.
Yeah, he used to be like, yo, quiet. Like, that's he used to be like, yo, quiet. And we used to just sit there and just silence. Meanwhile, like, these dudes were about to, like, wring each other's necks. And now he sees it years later where it's like, yo, my children are, like, something else than what they were in the attic.
Yeah.
So, just have a reason, and you'll figure everything else out, man. It gets much easier. You just got to make mods too. Like mods are very important. Like I can't say enough how much the mods mean to me because they make the Discord so much easier. They come into YouTube, they make it so much easier there. And then we have the editing team that I'm putting together now, and that has made my life so much more enjoyable because now I'm not behind the computer all day.
Yeah.
At all, really. So now I'm chasing other things.
That's what's up. Okay.
Yeah, I'll be doing nothing.
Sebastian does something. He does the chat when we're live.
Yeah, you can read the chats.
Yeah,
getting
the chat.
I perform when the lights are on, man. When the lights ain't on, I ain't. That's it.
Larry, are you new to editing, or like did you like have to pick that up from scratch, or did you have some kind of a background?
I didn't know how to edit, dog. I swear. I didn't. I bought the computer and I said I'm just gonna learn it.
Figure it out.
And we had a very awful editing style. You'll probably see it in our earlier TikToks.
It wasn't too bad.
They were pretty bad. Even if you go to like YouTube Shorts and you put on like the most popular, you'll see like our old editing style. And then I had to link up with like editors that would reach out to me through Instagram. And they would be like, hey, we'll work on yours for like $5. And I'd be like, all right, what do you think about this? And I was always very open to like what people would want to make. And then I would take little things from like different anime podcasts or anime talks that, these other content creators were doing. And I'd be like, oh, that's cool. Let me add that. Oh, this is cool too. Let me add this too. Oh, this is nice. Let me add that too. And then all of a sudden I'm like, yo, Premiere Pro is not that hard now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it just became like, I remember I hired the editor that we have and I was trying to teach him how to make the video immediately. So he started trying to make it. The video didn't do too well. And then I made my video, and then it hit for like 300K plus on TikTok. And he was like, yo, this is mad discouraging. And I was like, nah. I was like, yo, I've just been doing this for literally every day.
Yeah.
Every day. I make sure I have one video out every day.
He always complaining like, yo, I hear your voice every day.
Yeah, I wouldn't chill with him.
Even if we don't talk.
Yeah.
He's like, I hear your voice nonstop. Like, I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah.
Yo, I never wanted to talk. I didn't want to hang out. I was like, yo, I literally listen to you like at least maybe 6 hours a day, bro.
Hear his voice, see his face all the time.
Yeah, bro. And hearing his awful opinions, I realized that was good, bro. I remember I was editing like 2 videos before, and his takes were so horrendous, and he got me so mad on the pod that I was getting mad while editing.
Bro, yes, yeah.
I got re-aggravated through editing, and I was like, yo, I can't take this, bro.
I literally would tell my wife, like, I'm right now editing a section of Preston talking, and I'm getting pissed off yet again. Like, I was mad the first time. I'm just as mad editing this nonsense. And it's not always nonsense. P always got some stuff, but P be making me mad sometimes. We make each other mad plenty of times, but
that's crazy because I believe so much in my hot takes.
Yeah, we know. Yeah, we know. Yeah, we know.
Bro, you said Kid was top 15, bro.
You know what? I go back.
Stop. If you say it, I'm gonna cut the whole thing out.
No. I was honestly just about to say, like, I go back and I read the comments of you guys' videos about like Kid top 15 and top 30, and I'm like, man, people really think he ain't top 15. Like,
He's not.
Bro, did you not read the last chapter? We got like potentially 5 additional Conquerors Hockey Immortals, bro.
But that was
What are you talking about?
that was before.
It don't matter.
I will say this though, when you guys start popping off, because you are inevitably going to, like, extremely, just don't read the comments, bro. Like, people are not nice, bro.
I can't.
Like,
do
literally,
it.
I read them.
you'll say like, yo, the sky is blue. Somebody be like, yo, you're a dumbass.
Bro, yes. So I don't know if you saw one of the reels we did with Tracy. Which one? Well, he was saying, he's a big One Piece fan, but he was basically saying the only anime that's near perfect is One Piece. Bro, so many people just had some crazy nonsense to say. And so I didn't on this one because it was just way too many. It's probably our best, most engaging reel we've ever had. But like, I tend to, even if it's a negative comment, bro, like I always respond back like with some love or respect. Like, you may say some nonsense, but I'll respond back just like why not, bro? Like, because whatever you said does not hurt me, bro. I could care less.
And
Like, he used to read them comments.
I'm sure to you, because I know some people, like I had teammates who literally after a game, bro, would literally get in their locker and grab their phone and go onto him like, bro, what are you doing?
And that is
like,
why Joe responds, because I
that.
cannot respond. Because if I respond, it is going to be terrible. And
honestly, it's funny for me. It's hilarious to me. Like, we had another guest that said it. Basically, I pretend every single comment like that is a 7-year-old that just happened to steal his mom's phone. Like, that's what he pictures when he gets comments like that.
It's funny. The way our dynamic is, I don't think me or the twins read any comments.
Yeah.
Ever. But Larry used to be so, like, enthralled in that. And I'm like, I just don't read it. Like, it don't matter. You don't have to engage with that.
That's my biggest advice. Just don't do it. Like, don't even respond, bro. Because there's going to be so many times where, like, you get reactions, like, through your YouTube shorts. And then all of a sudden, you're like, yeah, I can't answer every comment.
Yeah.
So, and when I started doing it on TikTok at first, it never made more engagement. Like, it never made them more of a fan.
Yeah.
Like, it didn't do anything. Like, the way it's going to work is people are going to see your takes and, like, what you guys do. And they're going to be like, all right, hit that subscribe button. Hit that follow button.
Yeah.
And then they're going to be like, yo, I've messed with these guys so heavy and I love them. And I'm going to support them. But if you read those comments, bro, like, it's just never good.
Nah, but there's a bunch of nonsense in there for sure. I'm definitely a no nonsense person, especially in person. I'm definitely a no nonsense person. Probably similar
That's
to
the
you,
other
like
thing.
with other people. Like, if you come at somebody else, like if people were coming at P or coming at my guests, like I'm definitely real no nonsense. Like, I'd rather you want to trash talk me, like, bro, I get yelled at for a living, bro. So come at it. But I don't take no nonsense when it comes to
Joe is very no nonsense. Like in person, he is very no nonsense. Like that is 100% true.
Let them work your algorithm up.
That's
Literally.
yeah.
That's true. That's very much true.
Because when they comment, your haters are the ones that comment. That's really it. Your haters are the ones that I
Appreciate
used to be
y'all.
like, yo, like
Thank
they
you.
literally like, yeah, like you're the ones that are making my video go to the right person.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I just let those comments fly. Sometimes I'll like skim it real quick just to see if like there's any like political debates or stuff like that. So I'll look for like flags or I'll look for like writing that's not in English. And I'll set it on YouTube where like certain words are not allowed to be commented.
Yeah.
And you can do that on TikTok too. So I'll put like all the nasty racial words, all the nasty, all the disrespectful words. Like I'll remove like dumb, stupid, moron, you know, any of those negative words. That way they don't show up in the comment section. So I don't even have to look at it and like, it'll be like held for review. Do you want to approve this?
Yeah.
And I don't even go in that section because I know there's tons.
If it's in there,
Yeah.
it ain't making.
Yeah, I'm
it.
about to start tapping in, bro.
So
I've done the same thing, and I still
That's
like,
where the
let
good
me,
comments.
let me read these review comments real quick, like
Yeah.
I do.
So I've made sure like from jump like there's people that are super sensitive. They don't have like tough skin because one, they probably don't talk to a lot of people either.
Yeah.
So when they base their opinions, I want them to feel the freedom of expression without being judged.
That's good. Yeah, that's good.
So when you have people being like super toxic in a chat, they're only toxic because they're using certain words. So you force people to use proper language. Therefore, they are having debates instead of arguments.
Yeah.
And that's what happened with like me and Seb and the twins when we're on the show. We can't really say the pass away word, the D word, like the D-I-E or the D-E-A-D or the K-I-L-L, because one, YouTube doesn't really like that, and TikTok doesn't either, like algorithm-wise.
Okay.
So we've had to force ourselves to say like pass away or deceased.
Struggle.
Oh,
So
I bet.
it'd be a
Especially-
struggle.
especially as a start. I'm sure you probably got used to it a little bit, but yeah, definitely.
It also made our conversations more debates than it has been like arguments. So when you cultivate that type of appreciation and that type of respect, your audience in the comments and they start to, you know, regurgitate like all those things that you do.
Yeah.
And that's where like the love and that's where people come into the community and feel safe. And we make sure people, even in our Discord, my number one thing is if a girl was to walk into the Discord and they just started talking, would they feel comfortable?
Yeah.
If not, our Discord is not up to par.
All right.
So as long, because females kind of run everything, like they're very, very good at making something succeed. Like they're very powerful altogether.
Yeah.
A lot of people want to talk to other females. When you talk to customer service, you don't want to talk to no guy.
No.
Nah, you know you cool with
We know
him.
you-
Like you
we
can
know
talk.
you don't.
But yeah, but realistically, we want to talk to the shorty.
Yeah.
It just makes it better for us. Even shorties like talking to shorties.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you could get that girl in the Discord, your Discord's that much more valuable. And that means you have to have a atmosphere of love, respect, and appreciation. If anybody start walling out, you take care of it immediately.
Yeah.
But put those things that you can in place first on your videos. That way, you don't have to check those nasty comments because they don't even exist anymore.
Yeah.
So you'll
That's
barely
actually-
see
that's
people
good.
say anything under our comment section that even resembles something like that because it gets flagged.
Some good advice. We'll have to take note to that, P. Definitely take note to that.
That's good.
All right. We got one more question. Well, technically two more questions for you guys. And then we got a game for each of you to play. And that'll be it. This question has always stumped a lot of people, and it's always been the best. My favorite question to ask, and especially you guys being obviously a One Piece podcast. Would you rather Oda rush to finish One Piece, or would you rather Oda never finish One Piece?
I feel like so long as I know what the One Piece is, we're good, right? Like the ending itself isn't as important.
Okay,
as
so
what
you
the
don't
treasure is.
get that. So either he rushes to give you that, or you never get that.
I never even get the. Hold on. Ending One Piece and learning what the treasure is are two different things. Those are two different things, Joe.
No,
We gotta learn
no,
what it is before the series is over.
I mean,
you
yeah,
think so?
but I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
I guess so. So I'll give you that then. We'll change it to that then, because you're the first person to take
Oh,
that.
now you changed the
Yeah, I was
You're
gonna
the
say.
first person to take
No,
it
that's
then.
an easy question.
Because
Well, it's because Luffy's dream is not the One Piece.
right.
right.
So he's gonna find the One Piece and then he's gonna accomplish his dream afterwards. So we have to see what that is.
Yeah, bro. Listen,
So
Luffy dream knew.
Yeah.
It's been One Piece since forever. Give me the treasure. Luffy can keep dreaming, dog.
So,
Right?
so you rushing it. So what if? So then, okay. Well, I guess Oda knows what
Yeah.
knows what One Piece is. There you
He
go.
been
All
knew
right.
what that was.
Yeah, he been knew what that was. All right.
Nah,
That was
finally,
that.
somebody
someone-
agrees.
Yeah, you got because everybody else has pretty much said they'd rather not finish it. They don't want to rush it. As great of a
I
story.
ain't dropped
as great of a
11
story-
years of my life on this to not know what that treasure is, dog. Nah.
As long as it's not friendship, bro.
Oh my God, I'm swinging. I'm swinging on you. I'm
If it-
ending
okay.
friendships.
Yeah, see, yeah, that was my thing.
I'm ending friendships.
Ending friendships.
You'll get to play our game first, Seb. It's just a blind ranking.
Is this gonna be One Piece characters or
Yeah,
anime in general?
It's all One Piece characters.
Blind ranking, that One Piece Talk edition. Let's go with Blackbeard.
Oh my God. Am I ranking on strength or just how dope they are?
No, let's go your favorites. Your favorites.
I'm gonna go 3,
Law.
4,
Akainu.
2.
Shanks.
You rat bastard. Oh my God. 5.
Okay, so you're gonna put some fire.
Dragon
We
5,
love,
bro.
we love it. We love it. We love it. So that puts Dragon where?
Oh my God. That's BS, yo. Oh my God.
That was perfect. Bro.
That
Oh
was
my
great.
God. I would have totally swapped them too. My man gave me 0 straw hats. I was just holding out hope for 1 straw hat. It's your turn, bro. They about to get you.
Oh no, I got a special one for Larry. Anime blind ranking, that One Piece Talk edition, part 2. Boa.
Boa?
Yeah. Boa Hancock.
2.
Reiju.
Reiju? I love toxic women, bro. I'm going 1.
Ooh, okay.
Top 2 slots gone already.
Ooh.
Dadan.
Dadon? Young Dadon or old Dadon? There's 2 different women there, bro.
I'll give you young.
Give me young.
I'll
Alright,
give
she's
you
still
young.
going 5.
She's still going 5.
Yeah,
I
she's still
don't know
going
why
5. She's still going 5.
you asked.
She's still going 5, bro.
Big Mom.
Big Mom. Damn. I feel like Carrot is the next one. I'm gonna put Big Mom. I'm gonna put Big Mom 3.
Okay.
You know what's crazy?
You,
I did originally have Carrot in here, but I traded Carrot for Dadan. So I couldn't bring myself to do it. To
She
you.
old enough now, bro.
So what you had? You got 4 left? Number 4?
Yeah.
All right. So your number 4 is Robin.
Okay.
That's not a bad list, bro.
You got Robin
That's
too low.
pretty
You
solid,
got
bro.
Robin
You
too
got
low.
Robin too
That's
low.
pretty
My list is busted.
Yeah, this is busted.
My list is completely busted. It needs to be reversed.
No.
Last question. Is there anything you would change or take back about your journey?
Other than starting 6 years ago.
Being too welcoming.
Could you elaborate?
When I first started, I started with 3 other dudes that we were like in the same headspace, same time growing up, trying to do things. And I had a fallout with 2 of them. And at that point, I didn't want to collab with anybody anymore. I wasted so much time, so much energy. And one of them literally like tried to destroy us. I would say knowing that collabs just don't work. You collab with people because you are genuinely interested and you find them to be excessively good people. If you find yourself wanting to collab with people for the clicks and the eyes and all that stuff, you're not really a good person, in my opinion. And I think too many times I tried to create relationships that were never meant to be created. So from that point on, I've always looked at it differently, where like if I collab with you or we collab with you, it's out of the sake of our hearts because we see something genuinely good about you. If we do not do so, then we do not mess with you. And that's really been our motto since that time period. And I would say from that point forward, all the relationships that we've had so far has been distant, but the ones that we mess with see us consistently.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that means a lot. that's the only thing I would probably change, is knowing for sure that we never went with the idea of going for more clicks or subs. It was like, I thought these were generally good people. Even though there were signs of like them being a little iffy, I didn't cut it at that moment. I just like kept letting it rock. So we've lost a lot of people that we considered friends during our journey. Mm-hmm. Lost two, we lost a bunch.
Man, that
And
will
I've always wished them success. Let them live their lives. Let them be who they are. Let them accomplish their dreams and beyond that. But they
But
can't
over there.
eat. Yeah, they can't
but over
eat
there.
at the same table as us.
Yeah.
Because where we're headed, it's just different from where they're headed.
Yeah. I respect that a lot. I respect that.
good.
I think maybe just being more of a avenue for him to take a break. I probably could have done more as far as the editing or just behind the scenes stuff that I just never did. Even help him prevent cultivating some of those relationships by eyeing people. If like I had engaged with them a little more myself,
Sure.
But yeah, I'd say just giving Larry a bigger assist. Like I said, as of now, I'm really just talent. Like, not to be like self-centered or anything, but I don't do much of anything else,
Yeah.
So probably just being a bigger outlet for him to not have to put so much on his plate.
I don't really think that's your fault though, because like you got to think about it, right? Like
I had to tell him something, bro.
we're I know, but like I said, like we were nobodies. Like we literally were just guys. Like we were guys that loved anime. So it's like, how could he know how big this could get? Like how could he know people would know his name in other countries? Like how could you know? There's no way.
It's the worldwide.
Like how could he know like people who, on 2 episodes ago, this guy has literal cancer sitting in his bed and tells us through regular text that he look forward to like Mondays going through chemotherapy. Like how could Sebastian know that? There's no way.
Yeah.
That I didn't even know. The only thing I knew was like,
Sorry, I'm a crier. Wow.
yeah, it's like it was like the only idea I had was like, let me put my all into this and let's see what happens.
Yeah.
So it's not like, like I couldn't have asked for anything more. Just show up.
I got another one, real quick. I'd use different music on my rap game reflected in One Piece video because TikTok took it down, and I'm sick.
Yeah.
I put mad effort in on that TikTok. A lot went into that. They just took it.
But that's the most dangerous part. I give to anybody. It's like, watch the leeches.
Yeah.
Like you'll see it when you start moving up. You'll see people. They start getting jealous. They start looking at you like you're a plate with food on it. They start wanting to collab just to have it. Like that's why like my collabs range from like people who have millions or like people who have thousands, or people that even are still in the hundreds.
Yeah.
There's been talks behind the scenes.
I was
where,
about to say,
like,
thank you.
there's been talks behind the scenes where like I've had content creators tell somebody that I know about somebody that's working their ass off to provide content, to react every time they do something or to put work into their craft, where they're getting these hundreds of thousands of views and they have thousands of subscribers, and they'll be like, yeah, that person that's trying, why are you watching his stuff? Like he's a nobody.
Wow, bro.
So I'll be like, all right, let me bring nobody onto the channel.
Yeah.
Because
That's what's
to
up.
me,
Man,
I
rock with you, bro.
respect the
I
dude
rock with you,
hustling.
bro. I rock with you,
Like,
bro.
and that's the thing
You too,
too.
Seb.
It's like you'll even see it. You'll even see it in like the One Piece Reverie. It's very obvious who the leeches are.
Oh, that's
compared to who the
good.
people that are actual real.
Oh, that's
because, and this is the thing too. And people be like, "Yo, Larry's like being negative if they watch this." No. I'm telling you realistically, like what happens behind the scenes because I've been there.
Yeah.
Like I've seen it. Birds of a feather flock together, bro. A lot of those dudes, a lot of those people, they stick with each other based upon eating off each other. But there's never a real relationship with each other at all. At all. I'm telling you, at all. So while you're here, meet the people that are amazing, and that's going to just matter.
Yeah. I rock with that for real. So I respect
Yeah.
that. Mad respect for that, man.
And again, like I said, you guys are such genuine people. Like whenever I can make it into the live or I can make it onto a Monday, like bro, you gonna get something out of me. I don't know what I'm gonna tell
Oh
you.
my
Nah, y'all don't
God.
gotta do
Y'all don't
that,
gotta do
man.
that.
Y'all
I
gotta
don't
do that.
give two y'all ain't got to say like because it's legit what you said. Like, bro, I believe so much in what you guys are doing. I enjoy your content. You guys are amazing people. Like, bro, like whatever I
Exactly.
can do
Exactly.
to push that forward, regardless of if it's dropping a couple of dollars, regardless of if it's just me like being a part of the chat, like I'm gonna do that. Like I believe in what you guys are doing. You guys
Yeah.
are solid.
Yeah. So
100.
Thank you, man.
yeah, y'all are some dope people, man. For real. Like I said, we've
Thank you, man.
been talking for a very short period of time, man. But y'all are dope people. So we appreciate y'all. One, having us on, and two, obviously, then coming on our podcast as well. It means
Yeah,
a
the
lot,
people
for real.
loved you too.
Of course, yeah. We
The
gotta
people
have
loved you.
we gotta have y'all back on, and I would love to be back on for this.
For
Yeah,
sure.
I think you guys were one of our biggest episodes as well.
Sweet.
Oh,
Hey,
man.
Yeah.
that's what's up. This is all
That
the
was-
Pete
that
talking
was
about
really
kid. Brought all that traction, talking that nonsense.
Let me
Pete.
tell you
It
something.
works, though, Pete. It works. Keep doing it.
I've gotten so many inboxes like, so you really think kid like that? And I'm just like, so this okay, I got it. Cool.
Listen,
Whatever.
bro, as a person who literally gets like slandered every day
I
for
know.
his takes,
Bro,
believe me.
you be saying some. The thing is though, I'll give you about like 60-40. 60% of your stuff be having me thinking, bro. Like, all right, this is some good stuff, and the other 40, I'm like, all right, what's Larry on today, bro?
Listen, bro, I'll tell you this, Preston. If anybody gonna blow up on the podcast, it's gonna be you, bro, because they gonna disagree. A lot of people like to
listen.
disagree compared to agreeing.
Yeah.
The views come from the hate, bro.
The views come from the hate.
We have
Views come from the hate, bro. Yo, I tell you, I'd be surprised that every video when I start talking just starts popping off, and it's because like they literally just disagree with me, bro.
Like
That's really it.
I be having to ask Joe like after we record, like, did I say something stupid? Like, like good.
Nope, you good. Make that into
And-
a real
and
quick. Thank you.
Listen, Preston, you don't be right, but like once you start being right, that's when like look at it took a long time for everybody to come to my side, bro, because now the manga's starting to prove that everything I was saying was true.
Yo.
So like as long as you can get to that point in your style, you're gonna be good, bro.
Larry,
One Piece of long anime, bro.
I will say,
You gonna be
got
right
a couple
eventually.
years. We got
in
a
your
couple years.
in your comments, Larry, there were a lot of people that were for kid. I'm just saying.
Yeah, and look where Kid at.
I mean, but he ran up against the wrong man. Come on, now we're not gonna hold that against
mean,
him anyway.
I mean, he been running against the wrong man all post time
He
skip,
ain't
bro.
been up against the right man once, man.
Not once, bro.
Not once. Not once. Yeah, we gonna leave it, P. Yep, we gonna leave it, P. You already said. All right, fellas. Again, thank you. If you will, go ahead and open that box. I'm sure there's two things in there. I'm sure you will know who's for who, based
All
on
right.
what they are. Okay, good.
You gotta show the people.
Yeah.
Point it more to the camera.
Yeah. Oh, the light's too bright, man. Oh my god. It's Krillin, bro.
I knew you'd love that. We knew you'd love that, so we had to.
Oh man.
That
Yo,
is so
I
funny.
actually like Krillin. It's funny. I'm keeping this.
Bro, I got the big mom joint, bro. This is so
That's
funny.
so fire, bro. That's tough.
Yeah, this is tough, bro. With the homies.
with the
homies,
with the
bro.
homie.
With the homies.
Ho-
Do the
ho-
homie.
hey.
Do the homie, do the homie, do the homie.
Do the homie. Listen,
Yo,
that's
this is amazing.
tough. Yo, thank you.
Thank you
That's
for
good.
this,
No,
guys.
thank you guys. Thank you guys. I mean,
Oh,
one,
my
like
so funny.
I said, I appreciate you guys. You know, I'm gonna stay taking us under your wing a little bit, helping us out. Because I mean, even obviously you've had us on the pod, but even from us being on your show, like things like went crazy right after that. So one,
Yo,
Appreciate that too. Just appreciate you guys being genuine people, man. We absolutely love you guys. You guys are dope. And then obviously just saying thank you for joining us and being here, taking time out of your day, to be here and spend some time with us. So just want to say thank you, man. That's really all it is.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
And I
thank
appreciate
you.
the Boondocks reference. Like, do the homie? Like,
Listen, yeah, we had I don't remember why we did it on this podcast, but we have a whole like GIF in our Discord of me and him.
Yeah, I forgot what we were doing.
Any last words for the people before we end this episode?
Nah, this was a whole lot of fun. I truly enjoyed my time, man. I hope to be on again with y'all. Definitely got to have y'all back on the pod for us. And if you're ever up this way, man, like we'd love to have y'all in person. That would be so fire.
Yeah, guys, thank you, man. Thank you for just being dope. I want to thank you for just starting what you're doing. I think too many people fizzle out, man. I think you should just keep pushing it. I'm very inspired to see what you guys do, man. I think the sky's the limit when it comes to it. You just, consistency. Like, Joe, you know this. You play football. And, Preston, you do music, bro. Consistency makes you better at the keys, right? Consistency makes you better at, running and figuring out techniques of how to tackle and stuff like that. If not, you get hurt. It's just be consistent. And that's the biggest key to, like, major success for anything. It's just being consistent. If you're not consistent, you'll see yourself losing motivation. You'll see yourself losing value in what you're doing.
Yeah.
So as long as you put out one thing a day, or even like have these little talks amongst each other and just record them without collabs, just put something out. That way people could just digest what you're doing, because you guys are great, bro. I have so much fun talking to you. For real.
Yeah, for sure. And I don't really have major advice, but something I try to do with this, always make it fun. That's it. If you're not having fun doing it, you're doing the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Like, I try to go into it, like, y'all seem to enjoy y'all conversations with each other, with us. If you're not having fun, like, do something else. Yeah. You know what I mean? It'd be fun for me.
It'd be fun.
It's a time I get to see my bros and Larry, and we chop it up about something I love, and it's always fun. And
Absolutely.
just be yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah. We appreciate you guys, though. Thank you so much for this.
Yo, bro. I gotta show Lawrence.
Yeah.
I gotta show the Discord, bro. They gonna troll me.
Oh, man. Well, no, appreciate you guys. Everyone, if you're still watching, man, make sure you guys go ahead and follow these guys, subscribe to their YouTube channel, get them to 200K or whatever their next milestone is, man. That One Piece Talk, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. I just made us a Facebook the other day, so we are now on Facebook.
Oh, thank you, Joe, for telling me. I appreciate it.
But yeah, with that, we're out. Appreciate you guys. See you next time. Peace.
See you guys. Jana.